Hi, everybody! Today for Fairy Tales, we're going to see how I draw Humpty Dumpty. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description, and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first, and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description, and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Alright, the idea I had is the fact that they never say that Humpty Dumpty is an egg. Right? We've grown up with the idea that it's an egg man, right? An egg falls off the I don't know why that makes sense to us, but an egg falls off the wall and breaks apart, right? That's the pictures that we've seen, or the depictions, all this stuff, you know. And we've all accepted that it's an Eggman. Now, the thing is, at no point does it say it's a man or an egg at all. So I'm kind of playing around with the idea that what if he's like like a Mr. Potato Head, right? Like all of his stuff is attached, his arms, everything. He's attached, but he's like, it can fall apart at any minute, right? And so let's just make a pieces man who's got a hump on his back, and that's where the Humpty comes from. We're going to say he's just like a hunchback, right? But we're going to basically draw segmented pieces. And that's where the idea that I'm coming from is he's holding himself together because he's ready to fall apart. I'm just trying to do something different. I'm trying to make it a little more creative for you, you know? You don't have to do it like this if you don't want to, but if nothing else, it's just an exercise in creativity and fun. Almost like a puzzle man, right? I guess that's the best way to look at it. He's like a puzzle man. But let's just say also the fact that because he's like a puzzle man, some of these pieces need to look the same. So that's why they couldn't put him back together, because you know there's a little bit of repetitive features in his creation. And so they're a little confused themselves, like what goes here, what goes there. So let me see. But I'm also trying to choose a different pose, like something a little different, a little crazier, like he's holding himself together. And almost like there's joints, like ball joints, holding all the pieces together too, right? Let's give him a little hat. Little crazy hat. Let's draw. I'm going to draw one big, huge ear. Like this. I'm going to draw one that's fallen. We're going to say it's falling off. Right? Let's give him a gigantic nose. With a mustache. Doesn't he have a monocle or something like that, like the Mr. Potato Head? So I'm kind of combining a few different things. We'll say that's his eyebrow. His eyebrow fell off, right? see, for his front, we'll just do a couple different sections. Yeah, I think a segmented man is what's going to make this guy stand out. And maybe, again, like I said, you can't really tell what the segment is. He's just a man that can fall apart into sections. And let's draw almost like, okay, so I'm combining a little bit of toys here, like almost like this is going to be, what do you call it, operation, you know, that hollow, right? Let's say he's missing a pinky. Alright, I think I'm good there. I think I'm ready to draw. I mean, at this point, the details are going to come out with the Sharpie anyway, if there's any details, because again, he's a blocky man. So, who knows what's going to happen here. I say let's erase some of this and get the details going. So what I like to do is those first few lines, those are my sketch lines. I'm trying to get position, placement, and proportions according to what I see in my head, right? So I'm just throwing lines down, just trying to find all that. And as I'm starting to find it, as it starts to become more clear to me, I get more confident in the placement, the position, and the proportion. So I start pressing harder. So when I'm lightly erasing like this, I'm getting rid of the sketchiness, but I'm not pressing hard enough to erase the confidence. So I'm going to follow my sketchiness, scratch that. I'm going to follow my confidence, get rid of my sketchiness, and that's what's going to guide us to drawings that are awesome and will guide you in life. Just get rid of your sketchiness, keep your confidence, you're going to do amazing things in life. So I say we welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome skippers, welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more fairy tales, check out that playlist right there, or just do a search in the playlist in general, because I do so many drawings that I may have already drawn what you're looking for. So check it out, see what you want. If not, give me a shout, I'll see what I can do. I'm going to just jump right in with his strange features. I've already explained why he looks like this. So if you want to go check it out, go back to the sketch portion. Right, and so it's kind of a combination of ideas. You know what? I've already talked about this. I keep doing that. I want to explain again, but I've already talked about it. If you want to know, go over there. Go to the sketch portion. I'm not going to bore everybody who listened to it the first time. All right, I'm going to draw his monocle. See, it's not a perfect circle. I tried, but it's never going to be perfect, and I'm okay with that. Like that, and that's it. Usually for the bottom of the eye, I don't draw the bottom of it like that. I just want to draw like the edge to imply the bottom. But this, I want it to be like one of those big, specific pop-on eyes, you know? Same thing for his nose. We're going to go ahead and draw the shape of it, because we want it to look super big and obvious, right? Same thing with his pop on the mouth. Okay, and here's his face. Or not mouth, I'm sorry, that's a mustache. And so you see I'm starting to thicken up my lines here because whenever I switch over to this Sharpie right there, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm trying to match where it's going to go. So don't feel like you need to do the same thing. If you want to, go for it, but it might look a little strange with pencil. I don't know what you're using. Let me draw his big old ear. His big old added on ear. Right? Alright, this one fell off, so not over there. Let's draw his old hat. His little old derby hat. Let's see. Come around here, gonna come up. I like it. Okay, I'm switching over to the other Sharpie and starting on the segments. Now again, I'm making this up 100%, so you know, it's however we want it to be. So don't feel obligated to get it 100% like mine. But that's kind of the idea, that he's the segmented man that can fall apart easily, right? There's your quick answer to if you want to know why he looks like this, and you're not going over to the sketch portion. I'll just give you a quick rundown of segmented man. There's your answer. And what's funny is that's not even an answer, you know. There's this hump. Or hunch, I guess. It's more like a hunchback. Kind of a turtle look, right? And then here's the other thing too, because it's segmented, there's no guide to go by, like, oh, this is how a segmented look looks, you know? This is just, that's getting crazy. Oh yeah. His eyebrow fell off. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to make him a different color so you can tell that it's an eyebrow, because if not, that just looks like a piece on his chest. All right, I like that. Okay, so he's kind of holding himself together, so I need to draw this hand first. It's in front of everything else. So let's just go ahead and draw it. And again, because he's segmented, I can actually draw like the segments, the parts that are all put together. And then we're going to say the pinky stops. Like those pieces already fell off. Right? Let's see, what did I do for his edge here? But again, also, because we're kind of making it up, because I'm saying, well, it's segments, we are exactly that. We're making it up. We don't have any rules that we have to go by. you know. I'm just gonna say like, yeah, well that's what it looks like. And then I'm just gonna add just a little bit of lines that maybe like, yeah, that's why it's a little bit more confusing putting them back together, because he's pieces and parts. And it's hard to tell what's what. Almost like, yeah, maybe robotic? No. No, I just like the idea of just segments. And who knows what the real explanation is, right? But anyway, so he's holding himself together. So let's draw like this section over here, this bicep, I guess. I like too that there's some parts of it too. It's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, why is that split up into? Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But that's kind of the whole point. Is that I wanted what I wanted. I'm just going to say that because again, I don't want to bore you with the same explanation over and over again. Okay. There we go. So almost like too, like I think maybe there should be like there's a puzzle piece. Like you can figure this out if you do it right. But the king's horses, and why are the horses involved? Why are the horses involved in putting him back together? You know what I think happened? Let's look at it this way. When the king got involved, all the men came to the wall to see, you know, how Humpty fell down. And the horses didn't stop and just trampled him and just made it even more of a mess. And he's just a big old clump of mess of pieces now. And that's why they say, oh, great. And so they say, Larry, why did your horse stomp all over the Sir Humpty Dumpty? Oh, he was trying to help. And the only way he knows how is by stomping his feet. You know? It's not a valid excuse, Larry. Not at all. That doesn't make any sense. My horse is trying to help. How dare you? How dare you say his help is invalid? Okay, Larry, you're right. You're right. Look, whenever we put it down in the books, we'll say that your horse helped, all right? Thank you. Thank you. That's all I ask. Oh, Larry. With your helpful horse, who wasn't very helpful. Oops. That's what happens when you don't cover your Sharpies. And I'm just breaking up negative space is all I'm doing here. There's really no rhyme or reason as to what I'm doing. It looks very robotic though, doesn't it? Okay, you know what we'll say? We'll say that's another piece falling off. I don't know what it could be, but we'll say that's what that is. We're going to say that's one of his fingers. That's what it is. Digits that were missing. But I also want to do like pieces that don't flow together, right? I want that to be also why it was confusing to put them back together. Like, you know, how do you know that that part is not that part? That kind of thing. That's what I want. I want it to be confusing. Like, I want it to be like, well, I don't know what this is. It's like, is this a leg? Is this an arm? I want it to look like, let's see, look, two different kneecaps too. That's kind of the idea. It's like I want it to be confusing and a challenge. Okay. Oh, let's draw his ear. We'll put some detail in a second. Let's just go ahead and draw the entire thing, and then we'll add detail. Okay. Here's where we'll get real confusing. We'll draw toes on this one, but not on that one. There's the other confusing part about Humpty Dumpty. We'll draw one big toe and then one lump for the other toes. Again, I just want it confusing as to what actually is going on here. Let's draw the ear. Okay, we'll just say that's attached by this little finger, like right there, and add some extra pieces and parts. Let's see what else. How about? I'm trying to think how else I can make it look confusing. Like, well, these parts don't go together, you know. So there's something like that. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Humpty Dumpty for fairy tales. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.